Yo, what's going on guys, it's Tom, welcome back to a brand new video, and this is episode number 2 of my F1 2015 live cockpit career, and we're here at Malaysia, and we're in Q1 for qualifying as per usual, and as you look at the monitor here, you can see it's overcast there, so there could be a possible chance of rain, so we're going to have to keep an eye out for that in qualifying, but we're going to get underway here in Q1, and we're going to start off by doing our setup, and I've got to say, I did a couple laps in practice guys, and the pace really is not that good. We are really struggling for pace around here, so we've really got our work cut out around this track, and here's the setup, so you guys can have a look for yourselves. I'm thinking of boosting up the rear end and bringing down the front to try and stabilise a bit. We had a really unhappy rear end car, so I'm going to try and just alter the setup a bit, but the back end really is not behaving around this track, so we really need to, I'm going to try and push it as much as I can, so I'm going to take a risk by taking tyre wear, but the back end really is not working around here, so we're going to try and take a bit of a gamble and see if we can try and improve the setup a little bit, and it's been a pretty slow lap now as we come into the final corner. Oops, accidentally going down to first gear there. Just got to try and get the power nice and easy out of this corner, really not putting any throttle on the car whatsoever, and we're going to come across the line. And we are 2.1 off the pace, so we're going to set a couple more laps to see if we can try and improve and catch Bottas. Oh no, cock, it's gone. That was a really good lap as well. I was only 4/10 off the pace. Oh crap, I don't know what to do now. Whether I should go on that set of tyres again or just strap on a set of options. We are right on the back of Sainz, but this does feel like a really good lap. I was fastest in the middle sector, but since then, Kvyat and now Ricciardo have set fastest laps respectively. So we'll see if we're still fastest. Getting on the power at the final corner there, a little bit of wheel spin. We're going to come across the line, and we're not going to go fastest, but we should get comfortably through. And indeed we do. We get P6 just behind Sergio Perez, our teammate. So I think we're going to call it a day there in Q1, and I think we're just going to retire from the session. Okay, so we're in Q2 now. And there is a chance of a little bit of rain. As you look on the monitor, they're overcast, but there's a little drop of rain under the clouds, so rain could be a possibility here. But we're going to simulate a little bit of time and hope that when we go out, the track is still dry, and we're going to try and set some good lap times in some maybe rich mixture. The sun really is shining down now here in Malaysia, which is good news, because that means the tyres will obviously be a little bit warmer temperature-wise. As we get underway now for our lap, we're going to start. We're actually getting some really good traction there at the final corner in third gear for a change. And hopefully we can try and get a car into Q3. It will be a bit tough, so we're going to have to push this session, but we're going to give it a shot. It's been an okay lap. Middle sector was very poor, but we're going to come across the line, and we're actually not too far off for about what 6/10, so we're P3. So we'll go for one more try, and put on the first set of options, and then we'll just take it from there and see how it goes. So the good news is, because obviously we didn't go out twice in Q2, then we've saved ourselves a set of options, which were the ones that we used in Q1. So we're back on track with the rest of the AI, and we've got a brand new set of option tyres for, I think, one run in this session, and we're going to save our set for the race, in case it rains around here. So, alright, so here we are then, and I'm just going to pull over. I think we've come out in a big bunch of cars, so we're just going to let everyone go through and hope that they filter into the pit lane, which they are doing indeed. So we're just going to wait for everyone to go past like that, and we're just going to get our car line up, and we're going to go on a lap here. Got the track all to myself, and we put them to rich mix as you saw there, so we're going to go for this lap and see what we can do. A bit of wheel spin there, but we're still on target for a solid lap, even though 1.7 off the middle sector. Our final corner now, here we go then. We're going to come across the line. What we're going to do, oh my god, it's pole. We got a pole position. We was 1.7 down the middle sector. How did we pull that off? I don't understand. Either way though, we got pole temporarily, so we got provisional pole at the moment. And that is my one and only run, which I said I'd do, so good news so far, but we're going to have to wait 4 whole minutes to see if anyone improves their lap time. Okay, so we've got pole position. Somehow, we've put the car on pole. I can guarantee the difficulty is on the legend, which is the hardest, so there must have been some kind of glitch or something, but I'm pretty sure, if you guys remember in Q1, Hamilton went out in the options, he did like 1 minute 36, like 1.5 seconds faster, so either way, I'm not complaining, we're on pole, but that means we might be a sitting duck in the race. So, yeah, hopefully we can try and get a good result, but qualifying was successful, and we're going to move into the race for the Malaysian Grand Prix. Okay, so here we are then for the race on the grid, on pole position, and the sky's definitely really overcast, so there could be a chance of rain, which I'm hoping there isn't, because if you guys remember Australia, when we had a bit of wet running, we really did not have any pace at all, and I'm hoping that the glitch persists in the race trim, because obviously if it doesn't, then we're going to be a sitting duck. But we're going to move into the race and see how we get on. Right then, let's see if we can try and keep the Mercedes behind us, or at least one of them, as we go to the 5 red lights, and we are away. Getting a pretty rubbish start, not going to lie. Pretty poor. We're going to get straight over to the left hand side to defend any other overtakes. I'm also trying to get in slipstream on Nico Rosberg as we go into turn 1. We're going to go for the long run and the long line around the outside, hoping to have a bit more speed. And we're going to go around the outside. Lewis Hamilton, squeeze that car up the inside. There's Bottas on our right hand side. We always lost the rear end a little bit there, but we managed to catch it mid corner, and we've got the position 4 now. I think we've got cars on our inside. No, we haven't. And I pressed the wrong button there. I meant to look right, and for some reason it's changed camera, but nevertheless, we're in P3, so a pretty good start. We've got Lewis Hamilton right up our chuff, so we've got to watch out for that one. But so far so good, a pretty good start here in Malaysia. Rosberg's already streaking away. We're right on the back of Bottas here. Could we possibly make a move on him? Getting a little bit stuck on that curb there, but we've managed to stay pretty much on his gearbox. Getting a little bit of slipstream now. We could possibly line up for a move into the final corner here. We're getting quite a lot on him. We're going to have a look at the inside, and we've run him miles too deep. A country mile too deep. We've lost 2 positions. Not the one. That was definitely not the one. I completely misjudged my braking zone there. Could we possibly line up Hamilton or Bottas for a move now? Nah, being a bit more sensible this time though. Problem is we've let Lewis Hamilton through. So as soon as he overtakes Bottas, it's going to be bye-bye to him, and we'll see him later on. So we need to try and re-overtake Hamilton as soon as possible. Bottas is really holding us up here. Getting right on the grass in the exit, but we've got a pretty good run. We could possibly line up Lewis Hamilton for a move here. Gonna go for it.
It was at this moment he knew he fucked up.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh bollocks. I thought I had the race in line. Lewis Hamilton was nowhere near alongside me. I thought I had that, but maybe in hindsight, should have given a bit more room. Have we got a front wing? We'll have to check in a minute as we try and get back into this race and recover. Oh no, they go really slow in front of me here. He's on the prime tyre, so understandably so. We're just going to make a move on him real quick. But this race has just turned and gone uphill all of a sudden. This has turned into a real struggle, this race. And there is a car in the pit lane. I think it's Grosjean. There's a couple of cars in the pits actually. So we've got some early stoppers this race. We're scheduled to pit next lap, so we might pit at the end of this lap depending on how close we are to the training cars ahead and go for a little bit of an undercut. We're going to pit in because it seems like we've got a pretty clear pit box, even though I just noticed Sergio Perez is just coming to the pit lane. So our teammate is in the pit, so we just need to pray that the mechanics get the job done quick enough. So let's hope. There's Perez going to his pit box now. This is a very slow pit lane, so off goes Perez there, and we're going to slide in, and we're going to lose a little bit of time, but I think it'll be worth it. So 4.8, that's not too bad. So I think overall that was the best decision to make, because obviously all them cars ahead of me obviously stayed out for at least another lap, so it's going to be a massive pit stop battle, so it's best that we stay out. And there's Lewis Hamilton behind us still, so that is crucial for us. So we've pretty much rejoined in last place. I just noticed we've overtaken Rosberg. Wait, has Rosberg DNF'd? Surely not. Lewis is miles behind. He set a fastest lap of the race. It looks like Rosberg might have DNF'd. If that's the case, then we've got a race on our hands. More cars in the pit lane, which is good news. Who is it? I think it might be... I don't know. There's actually quite a few cars in the pit lane there. There's Alonso just on our right hand side. Can we get past him? He's on the options. We're going to try and go around the outside and we get the move done. So we've overtaken, I think, 3 cars there. And there's Verstappen, who I think has also just come out of the pit lane. So he's on cold tyres. So we've got a few positions here up for grabs. A couple of other cars in the pit lane there. I think there's 1 car exactly. We're getting a place though, which is good news. And there's a massive scrap going on up ahead here. And we're going to try and capitalise by picking up the scraps. Oh, Sainz almost hit us there. Right in his gearbox. We're going to have so much more speed because this Mercedes engine. We're going to go up the inside here of this corner. We're going to make him move stick. We're going to try and go up the inside, try and squeeze him out. There we go. Job done. I'm wrapping a P12, so we've got a really good race on our hands. As we sit at 41.6, so we're not really on the pace at the moment. That's because of the dirt, yeah, and because of the cars in front. But we're going to try and cut away now because we're right on the back of these three cars now. We're going to see if we can try and cut away through these and make a move on these guys. So yeah, they're definitely in the options. That confirms my theory, and we're going to try and get some good traction and go around the outside of Jenson Button here. We've got some really good speed. Can make a move on him and Ericsson. Yes, we do manage to squeeze between the two of them. Ericsson's really struggling. Remember, he was the first guy to pit. He pit on lap 3, so his tyres will be going off by now. So we almost lose the rear end there. We just about catch it on the exit, but we're up into the points now. So we're P9. That's a really, really good couple of overtakes there from us, and we're going to see if we can try and hunt down Max Verstappen ahead of us. More cars in the pit lane, and one of them is our teammate Sergio Perez, and we're going to get ourselves right up to the sharp end of the points at the moment. We're actually going to barrel this lap into the pit lane, and we're going to come in for a set of primes. So we're going to come in one lap earlier than I wanted to, but hopefully the strategy gamble will pay off, and we're going to set up primes for about 9 laps and then do 6 laps on the end on that fresh set of options that are saved in qualifying. So let's hope it all goes well. There's a couple of cars in the pit lane just behind me, so I fear if they're quite low down the order, they might hold me up. I need to hope for a quick stop from the boys, and it is quick. It's a 2.3. Wow, that's the quickest stop I've had in this game so far. So the Force India mechanics really are doing their job today, and what a quick stop that was. They kept me ahead of them slower cars, and we're underway now, rejoining the track. Nice clean there, just behind the road row in P13, so that's good for us. So we've got tyres right up to temperature here, and we're right on the back of Grosjean, and we've got so much more grip on these fresh tyres. Couldn't believe I was basically running on bare tread on them previous tyres, and we're right on the back of Grosjean now. We should be able to make this move stick quite easily with DRS now on this back straight, and here we go then. We're really getting in the slipstream. We're going to try and make the move nice and easy for ourselves. Squeeze him out, run him nice and wide, make sure he doesn't come back at us, and then get on power. And it looks like we've got this position now, so a nice move there from us. And we've got a couple of cars in the pit lane actually, so we're going to regain a few positions here, and we're back up into P9 into the points. So good news there for us, and we're on the back of our teammate now, Sergio Perez, who you can just about see on the minimap there, is about 1 corner ahead of us. So we've got a bit of work to do to catch up and be our teammate this race. Okay, so we've got cars in the pit lane, and one of them is our teammate Sergio Perez is ahead of us there. He's in the pit lane. We're going to come across the line and set a 41.5, which isn't a very good lap time, but we've passed Perez, and there's a couple more cars. That's Massa, and there's Bottas there. So we've overtaken both Williams and our teammate to get us up to P5. So a nice strategy there from us, and a really, really good stint so far. Bottas is right on our gearbox here. Is he going to make a move? No, he isn't by the look of it. Going to run a bit wide, trying to get a better exit. Bit of a wiggle there, but we've managed to get a pretty decent exit. Bottas is right there though. Can we defend? We're going to squeeze him out wide. There's Bottas. We're going to brake nice and late up the inside. He's on the options, so he might be stopping again, which is good news for us. So that means we could be racing Bottas for position, so we need to try and keep up with him as much as we can, even though he is on the faster tyre. Just realised something. I've got so much spare fuel. It's not even funny. I've been driving this race so conservatively with my fuel slash gear shifting. So I've got a nice bit of rich mix that should burn off later on in the race when we go into the option tyre, which is good news. Might make me a little bit faster as well. Might reduce the weight of the car a little bit, which is good. The team want me to pit in at the end of this lap, but I just can't. I'm not going to be able to take the set of options that long. So we're going to stay out for one more lap. I will say Massa and I think Ricardo really chomping at the bit to get past me now. They're right on the back of my gearbox as we come across the line to start lap 22. And here comes Massa. He's really, really fast. I want to try and squeeze him to the inside a little bit. I'm going to pull to the outside. Can we hang it around the outside possibly? Oh my god, there's contact and I've gone round. Oh no, not again. Crap. That's not good. Oh, God's sake. Right, there we go then. We finally made it. That was like the last major corner. We can now prepare for that pit stop, and now I can't wait to get on that set of option tyres. Here we go, we've got to try and optimise our pit entry as much as I can. There we go. A little bit wide into the grass there, we just about kept it on the black stuff. And we've got Massa, I think, in the pit lane ahead of us there, so we're going to try and stick with him. And there's another car in the pit lane. If that's Bottas, then we've lost so much time, and that was the guy that I was hoping to race, so hopefully that's not Bottas, but it could well be. I think we've held up Massa a little bit, which is good, as we come into our pit box here for the options for the final time of this race. Our final pit stop, and it's going to be a 2.4, so a nice quick one there, and we're still right on the back of Massa. I think we've actually gained quite a bit of time there, so good news, and a really good pit stop there. So we're going to rejoin, I think in P7 hopefully. Yep, it looks like we're going to rejoin in P7, so it's going to be a straight chase now to hunt down the Williams, and then anyone else that might pit from now until the end of the race. So we've got a nice bit of rich mix in the tank, so we're going to use that very soon. And I think Massa's actually on the prime tyre, so it could be easy meat. We've got to make this stint count so much. This could be it. Looks like we're going to make the move very soon here. The grip on these tyres is just absolutely incredible. This is going to be our cue to go into the rich mixture. There we go. DRS wide open. We actually closed it for a second there, but it's back open again. Here we go. Up the inside, we're going to squeeze Massa out, run him out nice and wide. Get on the power. And we're in rich mix, so we might just be able to defend from Massa into turn 1. And we're actually pulling away a little bit now. Massa's DRS is now starting to work, but we're going to just defend and break nice and late. And there we go, we cut the position. So now we've got to hunt down Valtteri Bottas ahead. So there we go then, Vettel wins the race. We've got to negotiate Merry just before the final corner hit. And it looks like we're going to come home for a very solid 6th place, considering the 2 spins we had. So I'll take 6th place. That's a good result for us this race. And we almost caught Kvyat, actually just only 5 seconds behind him we finished. So we could have almost caught Kvyat a couple more laps, but overall a pretty damn solid result. And I think we'll be happy with that. And I think Nico will be happy with that as well. So I think that was a pretty solid race. Actually quite a entertaining race. I really enjoyed that. We did struggle quite a lot with the tyres, but what's this? Oh, Massa's got a time penalty, so he wouldn't have overtaken us even if he finished ahead of us. But so there we have it, official confirmation. And as you can see, Sebastian Vettel wins the Malaysian Grand Prix, and Kimi Raikkonen came in 2nd place, and then Daniel Ricciardo finished in 3rd on the podium. Bottas finished in 4th, overtaking Kvyat around the 9 laps there, and we only finished 5 seconds behind Kvyat, so a couple more laps and we might have been able to overtake the Russian there. Massa actually got a time penalty, and just about managed to get in the points, and then our teammate was in 12th place, and then Lewis Hamilton still way down in 13th, so he couldn't recover, even though he's obviously in the Mercedes after that altercation that he had with me right at the start of the race. And yeah, guys, let me know in the comments down below what you thought of that crash right at the start of the race. Whose fault was it? Was it mine or was it Lewis's fault? And yeah, we're going to jump now into the standing. As you see, we are 2nd in the championship now behind Sebastian Vettel, so not too bad there. And Kimi's in 3rd, so we're splitting the Ferraris right now. And the good thing is that the Mercedes haven't got any momentum just yet after Nico Rosberg, remember guys, got that DNF. So far so good. And we're looking at the constructors real quick. We're in 4th place. And we're 30 points off of Ferrari, so it's all to play for really. The constructors is a bit of a grey area. I'm not sure what I want as my objective this season. Maybe a top 5, that would be pretty solid. But yeah guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then please do smash the like button down below, as I'm closing to 2,000 subscribers. So if you're new around here, please do subscribe, and tell anyone that you might think might enjoy my content, that definitely to be here for Formula 1 content. But yeah guys, that's been the Malaysian Grand Prix. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time in my next video. So I've been Tom97HD, and I'm out.